we're just going to go through this fast because you already saw one on the same subject, but we're going to cover just a bit of different stuff. So I'm Matthew, and here's Mike. Yep. And we're just going to we're going to try to skip the history of humanoid robotics because, so first of all, what is humanoid robotics like? So we're going to start off with, they look and act like us, so they'll do what, we're trying to make these robots perform what we can do. So we want them to walk, no wheels involved, just walk on feet, we want them to pick stuff up, we want them, some of us, like, they're designing to communicate with us now, but again, we just want them to do what we can do so that in factories maybe in the future, instead of human labor going down or in mines, we can get these guys because they won't complain as much and we don't need canaries for them or all sorts of stuff. Go on. Yeah. Okay, so I'm just going to briefly go down the history of this thing. So 1921, this guy over here, Carl, however you want to pronounce that, he defines the term as a robot, which it's forced labor. The term is like just to work, so that's what we're trying to go over here. So from the 30s to the 70s, there's a lot of theory developed on it. Like we can describe the movement, but to actually implement it was much harder. So it wasn't until like the 1970s do we, come up with stuff like gyroscopes that we can efficiently mount on these machines with a cost that would, we can convince somebody, hey, let's put this on here and not break. If it breaks, we don't, declare bankruptcy. So, and then up until now, there's a large boom, and even to this day, you have all these competitions. You have Honda in there, you have General Motors, you've got General Dynamics, you've got University of Tehran is in, so you have everybody from everywhere competing with this. This one was covered in the previous one, so I'll just explain what this is. The Webbot, it can move around. It looks like it has a mechano-style leg over here. It can walk around. It has hands, you can see, it can pick stuff up. They said it has like a capacity of 1.5-year-old, so like a toddler. It can't run around like a toddler, but it can sort of shuffle. The second one, this was considered a specialized robot, so it's by the same people, but instead of getting it to, it still has everything, like has its legs over here, but what they gave it is more dexterity in the fingers, so it can play the piano. You saw that demo a little bit earlier, and it can read sheet music. So,
some further development, 85, Hitachi's WHL-11, it could walk 13 seconds per step. 1986 to 1991 was Honda's E-Series. 1989 was Pacific Northwest Laboratories, MANI. And present day we have Honda, Hitachi, military institutions, NASA, beat with designs. So why are they so popular? They look and feel more human, easier for integration and applied role. They can perform some tasks better. They're good in science fiction, and they look cool.
Okay, so let's do the advantages of,
As compared to what?
they do some tasks better, like let's say going up the stairs. It's hard for, well, it's not possible for a wheel to make the wheel really big, you can go up the stairs, right? But I mean, going upstairs, our legs are designed for stairs, so that's why we made stairs in the first place. Or let's say a ladder, maybe in the near future we're going to make a robot go up a ladder. Good luck with wheels. You could try to make it cling on the ladder to go up, but and it looks cool, like as a villain. I mean, most popular villains because they're untrustworthy, right? So they make good villains, and that'll bring us to our disadvantages. So it's really hard to implement because when you get walking, especially when you're walking really fast, we ourselves, our body adjusts when our feet move around. They're not flat, and even when you see the robots like Ashimo or whatever, the robots, their feet aren't normal, just up and down movement. Their body shifts. So to implement this, the reason why it took until the 70s, gyros and all sorts of stuff, it was really hard to implement. Only military institutions had such technology that they could, Congress can easily steal from the people, and they're like, yeah, we're gonna give you this. So that's what they did. So when you're looking, it does perform some tasks worse. Like if you're going on a straight flat out race, wheels are much better. And that's why you don't see any like NASCAR with legged bots, because it is faster on a wheel, right? So yeah, technology, and they're not trustworthy. Not many people, especially in our previous generations, would want to work beside a robot. Nobody would want to, their life committed to a robot. But then again, not many people would want our life on another person too. So we'll just go through actually was the most famous one. So here's the specs. It's $1 million a unit. Can go upstairs, play soccer. We had a video earlier. I don't know. I watched one where it kicks a soccer ball at like a bowling pin. It can run 6 kilometers an hour. It can carry 1 kilogram of weight, and it uses a 51.8 volt lithium ion, and it has a 30-minute endurance with that battery. So this is another specialized robot. It doesn't. The hands are actually fused. It can't really pick stuff up. But what it's designed to do is just sing and dance. So if you want to have a round of DDR with it, that robot could do it. We saw the demo earlier. So this one has a multiple platform. It has the wheelchair here, but it can be fused to the space station itself to perform stuff like opening vents or gutters. They're trying to send it in space to replace a human to actually do spacewalks. So they got this robot here. Its hands can be replaced as well with many types of sockets. So you can have like a ratchet set to open something. It could have a pair of pliers to grab something. And it's a joint venture between NASA and General Motors. And where's the limit? So what's the future for these guys? Well, as science fiction is going to slowly has taken it over, and these guys are going to be living with us in the future. Well, that we didn't know in 1950 where we were going to have a robot that played the piano. So today, who knows where they're going to go? But we see huge advancement in such technology, and there's ever-going competition between corporations. Like before, Ashmo only ran 3 kilometers an hour, and then another company said, well, we have a wheeled one that goes 6. So they spent a long time making their robot run 6 kilometers an hour. So we keep upping the competition, and then the technology gets better and better to the point where we can market these. Maybe today it's $1 million, but maybe in 2 years, 3 years, 20 years, it'll be cheaper. So, and if you want to watch, we got another video of so there's Ashmo.
Yep.
Going up those stairs. Hear on some nice music in the background too.
What is that?
That's $1 million going upstairs.
I think those are all remote controlled by somebody in the back room. I saw a SEMO at one point and they had somebody in the back room controlling it. Yeah.
Question?
I